Antonov An-225, the masterpiece of engineering design, was built during the 1980s as the flagship aircraft of the Antonov Design Bureau. The biggest craft to ever fly over the surface of the Earth, the An-225 stands at a Soviet-era airbase on the outskirts of Kiev. The length of the cargo hold of the plane is longer than the Wright brothers' first flight from takeoff to landing. The craft is now 30 years old and is very rarely flown, but it is not prepared to retire just yet. It was recently given an upgrade, preparing it for service for another 20 years. The plane has been nicknamed Mriya, meaning dream in Ukrainian. The huge aircraft is specialized for carrying massive weights of huge machinery, but each flight of the An-225 costs around $30,000 an hour. Despite being in a perfect condition, due to little need and very high costs, the craft is no longer used. The An-225 is an extension of the An-124 Ruslan, which is the largest military transport in the world. Nikolai Kalashnikov, the lead engineer of the An-225, says that he spent his entire life working for the Antonov. Building the Mriya was the highest point in Kalashnikov's career, about which he said, "Today it's hard to tell, but back then it was so impressive. It was just so difficult to imagine that such a big machine can fly." Back when the An-225 was built, the USS ran its air missions from the Baikar Cosmodrome in the southern Kazakhstan. The mission was to bring booster rockets from Moscow to Baikonur. The estimated cost of the An-225 program was calculated to be much less than building a freeway across the two rivers. Hence, the cargo plane option was chosen.